All right. So I guess to start, I can share my screen. That would be
Mm.
helpful. Was there anything in particular that you wanted to work on this one?
Yeah, so this is from Friday, but we scrimmed Sunday, but this is the last match we lost.
This was the last match you lost.
That
Oh,
was,
let me
yeah,
double
so we
check.
played on Sunday, but we won. But this is Friday where we lost on Sunshine.
Okay.
And my only concern is like almost every game except for Sunday, I'm getting like consistently heal diffed by like 300, 400. So mainly that's mainly my concern.
Okay. I'm trying to fix my controls real quick.
Okay.
I need to load up the scout class for this to work. Also, I don't have sound. Oh, yes, I do. Okay.
Hey Scout, calling here. I need your help.
How did the Uber situations go? Because I know last time we were talking.
Yeah, I think it wasn't as bad.
Okay. Yeah, because that was the biggest thing that we took away. But this
Hmm.
time, if it seems like it's just like a heal diff or maybe like a team diff, something
Yeah,
like
but then
that.
again, this is from like Friday, so I might not remember that much.
Yeah. All right. I think this is you. Yes, it
Might be
is.
the same people we scrimmed last time too.
Okay. And it is Sunshine again. Did you get the rollout correctly?
Yeah. I did.
Okay, sick.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's just I hit that little thing.
All right, this is sick. You're buffing your soldiers before they bomb, then get on your scouts.
Kind of in like the death corner, but
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do. Like, your team needs to actually do something. You guys kind of just
yeah,
stood there and, like, shot at them.
yeah.
Like, your one soldier had decent high ground, but your other soldier, if he, like, bombs behind and forces them to look in two directions, it'll go a lot better for you guys instead of all of you taking the same damage.
Mhm.
All right. All right, both medics died, even Ubers. You guys are on last. Make sure you're building Uber. You don't need to rotate to these people to heal them. Your main focus here is getting the Uber.
Okay.
Also, just standing on the right here is kind of bad.
So should be left
Yeah.
usually.
Yeah, so nice surf. One of the reasons standing in that back right area is because, like, if you're going to surf, it's like just corners everywhere. You don't have that much space to work around, and you also don't have much vision on anything. So, like, as you can see, the soldier was just kind of able to get on top of you. I don't know
So
where
should
he
they
came
rotate
from.
to me if they want heals?
Yes, always.
Okay.
Your positioning is the most important, and everything starts from there. But as
Yeah.
for where you should be positioned, the left hold is kind of like standard when it's like still in between and the situation's still unfolding. But I typically like to hold up close on like the left side of the screen behind the point over there by the mini pill, because that's where your gun is right now as well. So it's harder for soldiers to get into you. It's easy for you to kind of heal both sides at once.
So when there's a gun, I should be there usually, if it's not a horrible spot.
You always want to be situated such that your gun will be able to help protect you against people bombing.
Hmm.
Like, if you're in the back right, the soldier's able to bomb onto you. Neither of these soldiers are getting shot by the gun right now. But if you were
Hmm.
over by the gun, they'd both be dead.
Right.
But you had a really good surf, so it doesn't really matter. I guess the only thing on the surf, be careful when those soldiers are like over there. Their demo like could have been spamming from the top left, and like
Mm.
you would just take a bunch of spam and die. So don't like tunnel vision.
Okay, okay, okay.
And like this is another thing. Like you were walking out through bats, just look to your left, like try to get a view of the situation. Don't just tunnel vision
Okay.
on your demo there.
Yeah.
All right, so even Ubers, their players are back. Holy, oh my God. Their players came back, so you guys didn't really have much more to push off of, but they fed into you guys, so it works out. Typically what you would be expecting from them there is an Uber exchange. Which, do you know what those are?
It's like when they Uber and then Uber back.
Yeah, essentially the entire point of the Uber exchange is when you're in a defensive position, rather than like give up your space because you're down 2 players, you want to have the Uber exchange. So then those 8 seconds of an Uber, it's giving time for your people rolling out to get to the fight, and then you take that 6v6 fight. And like,
Yeah,
I-
okay.
ideally you have better positioning. That's like Uber exchanges at a basic and why you would do them. It's always to delay. All right, you guys need to leave. I would still be very scared here if I were you. You're down 2 players. You should have a scout with you. For this reason. Exactly. Okay, now you've lost all the positioning, so you're just out. To expand a little more on the Uber exchange theory, right now you guys are down 2 players. So you're in a position where you want to delay for these 2 players to come up. But the other team, what they're trying to do is use this 2-player advantage to force your Uber. So you have to be playing in a position such that if you get forced, you're going to be able to force their Uber as well. So that's either playing close on the doorways, or you're playing so passive that you're not going to get forced. And then like they're going to walk in, take that space, and then you can do the Uber exchange. So the reason I say that is just because when you're down players, like be on the lookout and try thinking, what is the other team trying to do right now? They're trying to force my Uber. Yeah, like it's kind of a mirror. This is basically what you want to have happen here. It's kind of a miracle that they used there. I don't know why they did.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you guys just didn't have like a good post-Uber fight. Well, the first thing is that you didn't have a single person on the Uber exchange. Like you were trying to flash people, which made you have to drop people because no one knew what to do.
Right.
And then like after the Uber, you kind of all want to be collapsing on a single focal point, and you guys just didn't do that. Oh my God.
This guy, right?
This guy. All right, get on your scouts. Okay, this is something that is pretty important with that fight. Let me go back so I can really like drive home this point. It's about how aggressive you're being with your heals. Where are you? Here you are. You are sitting back, and like your scout and your other players, they're trying to go forward. But because you're sitting back, you're healing people that are already fully buffed. And then like your players that are trying to actually do stuff aren't able to. I'll like really slow it down. Unfortunately, yeah, go ahead.
What should I be doing then?
So you want to be healing your players that are going forward. For example, this scout right here, perfect heal opportunity. Like he just wants to walk at this demo that's right here. You have no way to know that the demo's here, but know that scouts like to walk forward in general. Especially like looking how
Oh.
weak they are, you guys want to be going and cleaning up on those kills.
Yeah, because I feel like what I've been doing is like I heal whoever walks back to me.
Yes.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about last week. My bad. Okay.
Yeah, you want to be healing the people that are going to be taking damage, not the people that
Okay.
have taken damage.
Yeah, that just doesn't like come to my brain like when I'm screaming. My bad.
Yeah, like obviously, like this soldier here, he's hurt. He needs to
Yeah.
be healed. So you would send him a bow, but at the same time, you can't have this guy's healing. Like no one's going to be looking at him and shooting him,
Right.
assuming he doesn't get bombed. But like people are going to be shooting your scout. So even though he's hurt, your scout is actually more important because your scout's about to take more damage and actually die, and this guy's just able to live.
The control point is being contested.
This is also a reason why on maps when you rotate, you typically don't want to be just like tanking your demo. Like your demo is 250 right now. Like that's so much health.
Right.
He doesn't really need more. But like your scouts, like this scout, he's 120. He wants you to just attach onto him so he can run forward.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
And like notice like Sabster over here, he went forward, but you rotated
I-
over to your demo, so yeah.
Right. Should I have followed him kinda? He's like the F scout.
On mids, both scouts should be playing heals, and like you're kind of following both of them. They should be playing together so they can shoot the same targets.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's once you guys are going into them. When you first like get to the mid, they'll be in different spots, but when you actually decide to cross, like they'll be going towards you.
Yeah. F scout's the only class we don't have like locked in with a player. We're still trying people out.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. One thing that was told to me about like the flank is that the job of the flank is to fight their way towards the combo. So the goal is to always link up and create like a big death ball,
Wait, on mids or in general?
just in general.
Okay.
So for you, that means that, like it's okay to heal them when the fight is taking place where they are, because like
Okay.
they're coming towards you to help with the fight.
So when we like intersect.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you buff them so then they have the health to push on their own. You guys push, and then hopefully they'll be getting to you, and like their buffs will have done the job, and then you can rebuff them.
Okay. Okay.
Alert. The control point is being
Even like now though, like your demo walked forward and you didn't walk with him, like really trying to drive home this point.
Okay.
And that's like another thing that'll get your healing rates a lot higher is if you're healing people that are actually hurt.
Okay. But so far, that's the only thing you've noticed about healing rates, or not really?
Yeah, that's the only thing I've noticed.
Also, I think it's this scrim because we got it like team reviewed, obviously, like after the scrim, not POV reviewed.
Uh-huh.
So, one thing M17 did say is what's it called? To me is that like, my bad. I'm trying to remember. But no, I think it's this scrim he said it, but he said that I spend too much time healing one person when they're like overhealed. So
Yeah.
I'm tanking my demo, but there's a P scout. But like, I know you're not supposed to do that, but it's like, I don't know. It's just like I feel like I have to tank demo because he's the most HP.
Well,
Mid,
that's
like, during the fight.
that's the reason not to tank him because he
Right,
has
right.
the most HP. He doesn't need more.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
There are times you do want to tank people, but
Mhm.
it's when they're getting shot at. If no one's shooting your demo, he doesn't need health.
Okay.
That's I honestly I think that's something that could be the thing you work on the most for the next week. Like try to figure out what the enemy team is trying to do. Like making sure you're not tunnel visioning on the people you're healing, looking at the enemy and seeing who are they targeting.
Okay.
And then that's not going to come like through one scrim probably, so it'll take some effort.
Okay. Okay.
All right, your team is fucking in. Oh no, your team is fucking out.
Yeah, bro. What the hell?
I think that was probably just so you guys were moving too fast and you were unsure. You being the entire team.
Yeah.
Your scout doesn't need to be so passive here.
Okay.
All right, even Ubers. So last time, one of the things you guys were having happen was on even Ubers, you would just do the same thing and kind of run your heads into a wall.
Right. I don't think we did that. I genuinely don't think we did that here.
Okay, cool.
Or at the very least, we didn't do that. No guarantee we actually did anything good.
Yeah.
But we didn't do that. That's what I remember.
Yes. You sacked your soldier, which is good. Get out of lobby.
Yeah. That's what. Okay. So when we sack, we lose. We like get out.
Yes. Lobby is a very dangerous place to be. As your scout just learned, it's very easy for people to like come from blind corners, to spam you, to juggle you. So if you're down a player, just play it safe. Because you know that they're going to be pressuring into you. Oh, see, this was perfect. I'm not going to rewind, but you were healing your demo, and then your soldier bombed in and was in front of the demo, and you started healing the soldier. That's perfect, because the soldier's the one who's going to be getting shot at there. It's just making that like a natural thing that happens every time.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a sniper. Yeah,
This one.
another exhibit of lobby being a very dangerous place.
Yeah.
Alright, I will fast forward a bit through this.
Just a heads up. Later in the scrim, we have a play that I don't think was too bad, but it was poorly executed. So if you could tell us how to better do that.
Sure.
Okay. But you'll know what I'm talking about. So.
Okay. That scares me a little.
It's nothing like too abstract. It's just like
Okay.
it just came to mind like mid scrim.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Alright, your sniper is popping off. Their sniper is dead. They're down players. Left should be free.
Yeah, there I got confused.
Oh, that's unfortunate. What did you get confused about?
I think, yeah. So I think I remember, but it's like very stupid. So our demo said, "I'm going in right," and I heard him say, "I'm going in," and in my head it's like, okay, he never says like he never says it that long, unless he's gonna specify he's going through a different door. So I assumed he's going left, but then he said right, and because that's what he usually goes into.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And it's like then I went back and back.
Okay, so it was just confusion on the doorway.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's fine. Your team, as you guys play more, will get like better flowcharts for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The key thing, though, I think is that obviously I don't know the comms that were there, but you guys are not
Yeah.
trying to win the round there. You're just trying to force their Uber. I think their medic was still alive. I don't think he was one of the guys that got shot. Maybe he was.
I think he did die.
Oh well,
No,
okay.
I don't know.
I don't know, but there's two situations. Either he lived and you had a 2-player advantage, in which
Yeah.
case try to use your 2 players to force their Uber, or he died and then you have full like Uber advantage and your team needs to wait for you.
Okay.
Like just because you guys get like oh wow, we got these 2 picks, our sniper went hard, like he popped off, that doesn't mean that you stop being methodical and just like be like,
Go
wow,
on.
we've won.
Yeah.
You still need to have a plan with the push.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Where's my mouse? Here it is. For the rollout, your soldier, if you guys are going Valley, he can stand a little deeper into Valley. He doesn't need to wait so far back.
Okay.
That's just a minor thing.
Here, I think it gets paused. I think the game gets paused. Yep.
Yes.
And it gets paused for like 14 minutes. So,
Okay, so we got some time.
yeah, our demo threw up mid-screen.
That explains why he's not here. I was kind of wondering.
Right.
The main thing with this one, I mean, I guess you guys didn't really have a demo, but it seems that there's not really any coordinated, like, okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go in. So it
Yeah.
leaves you guessing, should I be going forward? And, like, are my players going to be going forward or should I be staying back? And that's the moments that, like, you're going to get disconnected from people, like your scout right now. Like, you don't know he's running forward, which
Right.
he probably shouldn't be in this moment. But does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it does. It's like communication.
Yeah, it's more so your main caller, or like typically on mids, it's like a soldier just saying, I'm going to bomb.
All right, here's the main call situation, bro. So, RP Scout, I don't think is comfortable enough to main call in the sense that he just doesn't know enough.
Mm-hmm.
Our demo, who's the team leader, he's like, man, I can main call. You know, I can guarantee, if I could give anyone the magic ability to main call in the snap of a finger, it would be me. So I don't know. He's like talking stuff like bullshit. I don't know what he's talking about. But then he says, okay, I'm gonna main call the scrim. Not a peep. Not a
Right,
peep comes out of
right.
his mouth, bro. And I mean, I'm not supposed to main call as a medic, bro, but I'm down. I'm down.
I am of the
At lower
opinion
level.
that anyone on the combo can main call. I played on
Okay.
a team for years where our pocket soldier main called.
Okay.
We did
Yeah,
kind
I
of a hybrid approach where like our pocket would main call the more like macro things, like what are we trying to do? Oh, we're trying to force their med.
Yeah.
And then our pocket scout would main call like Ubers, like Uber focusing which door we're going, and like when to use.
Yeah, and also, the problem is, I think it might get better because we've talked about it a lot. I don't get like visual information, like visual main calls. I don't get them.
Yeah,
don't get- like, I
that's
have
what
no idea
makes
what's
medic
going
hard main calling.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, like my team just doesn't say it.
Ask. I mean, that's one thing that for me when I main call, or like I'm playing medic in particular, I ask like, what are we doing with this Uber? That is a question I ask before every Uber when I'm like 50, 60, 70%.
Okay.
And that just gets the conversation started.
Our control point
Yeah.
is being contested.
So like, just ask like, what are we doing with this push? Like, those are the questions that
Control point.
you need to ask for like everything. One of the difficult parts of that though will be like, because you guys are like newer and you are like a team that hasn't really played together all that much, is that those questions might take a little bit longer to answer, and then by the time they're answered you've lost your opportunity. But
Right.
there's
I
only
mean,
so
luckily the
much you can
season
do.
doesn't start like soon. So
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys just get in the habit, oh, that's unfortunate. No one checked like the bush, I guess. Yeah, whoever your scouts were, honestly, like everyone that walked through that doorway probably should be checking everything. That's not your
Okay.
fault. Yeah, but just getting in the habit of like asking those questions.
mhm. I mean, yeah, I do say like, okay, I do call Uber stuff, like we should do this Uber. I do say, you know, play back when we're this sad and my team doesn't, you know, understand. I do call Ubers, but
Um,
like I can't. I do call sacks sometimes, but I can't like make like huge calls based on information I'd need to see because I don't know where the enemy team is most
right,
of the time.
right. You're not going to be able to call like, oh, they're right in front of us. Let's use the Uber. Like you're right. That's a call a medic will never be able to make. And like if you're scout in your demo or whoever's not making that call, like there's only so much you can do. That's like a demo review situation, and they learn, oh, we have to make this call.
Mhm. Okay. If it would help, I could start recording my POV so you can hear comms.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
mean,
think that'll help?
if you want, go for it. I can watch a scrim or two.
Point is being captured.
Okay, okay.
It's really whatever you think would be helpful.
Yeah, I feel like maybe watching one of them
Hmm.
and then coming back after a while to see if it changed.
Right.
The control point is being contested.
Yeah, like I'll drive home the point again. Every
Yep.
time it happens,
Yep.
you rotate away from your guy that's getting looked at by all of the enemy team over to this guy that's completely safe.
I guess in my eyes, it's like, yo, I'm getting the hell away from the enemy team because like, I don't
Yeah.
want to get hurt.
Well, okay. That one your team was playing two different sides, which like typically you don't want that to happen, but
Right.
it's just like kind of the principle of it.
Hmm.
But yes, you're definitely right that if you only have a scout there, even if you're healing the scout, he's probably going to get owned anyway, and then you'd be alone.
The control point is being contested.
All right, you got to be playing careful. You're down two here.
We have secured the control point.
Your soldier kind of fed. Uh-oh, look at that guy that bombed you. Uh-oh, there's someone
Yes,
behind you.
I don't think that's is like in the split, like peripheral.
Well, I'll go back.
But I should have looked at.
The big thing is, again, like the whole theme of this demo review is asking the questions about what people are trying to do. And that question was like, you guys are down two, so they're trying to force you.
Right.
Control point is being captured. Alert. The control point is being contested. Alert. The control point
Okay.
is being captured.
So yes, you're down two. You know they're
Well,
going
I'm
to
playing
be
too far up.
yes.
Okay.
They like people will always take advantage of the advantages they have. Like that seems like an obvious thing to say, but if you're down a player, they're going to send a player into you. If you're down two, they're going to try to push, do whatever. So what your soldier here is doing, he's going forward. He's trying to spot them, see what they're doing. So you just have confirmation rather than just vibes. So you don't want to be committing forward with him because you're waiting for him to tell you where they are, and from there, that's how you act. So until you get that information, you just play it safe and you play passive.
Mhm.
Now you see them all in choke.
All right. Too late.
Well, it's not unsalvageable yet. It kind of is too late. Obviously, you wouldn't want to be in this position, but you know, oh, I just got Uber. One of our players spawned, so he's on the way. We haven't captured mid yet, so it's going to be a long walk for him. The other guy's still spawning, so he's never getting to this fight.
Yeah.
But you could do the Uber exchange here that I was talking about. And you're close enough where you have your scout with you. If you get forced, maybe you're able to force them as well. This is ignoring that they're only at 82%, because we shouldn't know that.
Yeah. Right. And see even.
Yeah. So your soldier, he sees, he's like, okay, we know what door they're coming. I've done my job. I've got vision. We're still down players. Even though this player is spawned, he's walking forward. He's not here yet. So this soldier, he needs to live. Because if he dies, then you're down 3 players. So now you know we're down 3 players. Maybe this
the hell out of
scout's this scout might be coming in to like save you,
Yeah.
but it's super sketchy right now.
Right.
Actually, honestly, you still could take an Uber exchange here if you guys were crazy, because you just captured mid. That flank scout just rolled out. Your soldier like spawned, so now he's close. Now that you captured mid, so you could exchange, and if they're forced to flash a ton, maybe you get a pick or something. But honestly, you'd be kind of crazy to exchange here.
Okay. So yeah, I see him jump.
Yeah, you see him jump, and then
Kinda.
maybe you're tunnel visioning on the scout. Like, I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, we kind of watched all this already. You know for sure he was behind you right there, because you backed up and you couldn't back up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you recognize that in the moment.
I don't know. Like I do not remember this. I mean, I remember this happening, but I don't remember what was going through my head.
It was probably, oh shit, they're all coming. Like, I don't know what to
Yeah.
do. And then you got forced.
Right. And I think if I'm not mistaken, my piece guy goes back a little, then he goes forward, and there's like 0 seconds of Uber left, so it's like useless.
Yeah, I mean, you got forced in a horrible position. Like, this Uber's
Right.
not ever, there's no world where this Uber will ever get anything. Also, even if you go in and get something, you're dying after
I'm
the
dead,
Uber
yeah.
anyway. Yeah, so you need to already be thinking, how do I get out of here?
Yeah.
Your scouts are crazy. They have Uber. Yeah.
And and he came from behind.
Yeah. The flank, I mean, that's whatever. You guys were down players, so obviously that guy's going to flank. But the bigger thing is you had 2 guys going really aggressive into them when they had Uber. So, like, obviously they're going to use there. Even if they just kill your 2 scouts and you and your demo were walking away, they have a 2-player advantage now, and you don't have scout speed. So they'll be able to catch up to you.
Yeah.
We have lost the control point. Alert. The control point is being captured.
All right.
We have lost the control point.
It is disad. You guys have a sniper instead of a gun. There is definitely time here to build a gun. You don't need your pocket scout. I think this is your pocket. Yeah. You don't need him
Yeah.
to build here. Have your demo build with the sword and have your scout get on NG or heavy at the very least.
So 2 off classes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you guys feel safer with just the 1-off class, don't have it be a sniper. Have it be an NG.
Okay.
Sniper is kind of a fake off class. Okay, you guys actually did a very good job at building, and they were super slow. Oh my god, please just get the Uber. That is very scary. Wait, 96%? Don't be Boeing, just get the Uber first,
Yeah.
because you know they're trying to come in with that. You got caught on the right again, by the way.
Ye-
Wow, miracle hold. Well, I guess not a miracle hold. Their push was kind of awful, but it's miracle that they were so slow to push.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
I don't know if you know this, but with scout speed, maybe even without scout speed, you can make the jump from bats to the balcony, the ledge here.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You can't do it on the other side, but you can do it on your left side here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So that's a pretty important jump. Holy. Okay, that guy is out of here. What the hell?
Yeah. Wait, who should always be last? Like to defend last?
Ideally, no one. Ideally, you guys clear
To
all the
prevent-
doorways and spot all the players.
Okay.
But if you have to pick someone, either your NG or your roaming soldier.
Not demo?
No, never demo.
Okay.
You need demo in the front.
That's true.
Okay, your flank is doing flank things.
What do you
Well, they just got a pick. I don't know how they got the
Oh,
pick. But because they got a pick, you and your combo should be pressuring through a doorway. Obviously, you're healing this guy. Like, that's good.
Yeah.
But the bigger thing is you guys have to be thinking, how are we going to be counter-sacking? So your combo's pressuring through a doorway, and then your roaming soldier needs to bomb through somewhere. Which brings me to my second point. After you guys get a pick or they sack into you, immediately go to buff your roamer if you can. Sometimes you'll be hurt from the sack, or like he'll be too far away from you and you can't. But that's kind of the flow chart. They lose a player when you're on defense. You buff your roamer bombs in.
So I
Alright.
should just be we should be sacking like whenever we can, unless it's ad.
On even Ubers, it's not sacking whenever you can. I mean, I guess it
Whenever-
depends on what your idea of whenever you can is.
Like whenever it's not like, okay, I don't know. So when shouldn't we sack? Assuming every other scenario we should.
It just comes down to if you have an advantage or not.
Oh, we should only sack on ad.
No,
on
no,
an advantage.
No, when I say an advantage there, I don't mean strictly Uber advantage. I
Yeah,
mean like
no, yeah.
player advantage as well.
Okay, yeah.
So if it's even Ubers and they hold mid, the team that holds mid, they're always the ones that they're in the driver's seat. They get to decide what happens first. So they sack a player into you first. Presumably, you live, you have your Uber, and you kill that player.
ad, they will say. Wait, sorry.
No,
I'm so
this
sorry.
this is on
If
even
it is-
Ubers.
On evens.
Yes, it is
So you
only
want to be
ever
the last
even
to sack?
Ubers that there will be a sack.
Okay.
Sorry, what was your question?
So you don't want to be the first one to sack.
The team that owns mid is the first one to sack.
Okay. Oh, you only really sack on mid, going to second, or going to last, right?
Yes, you're only going to be starting the sack, but then after the sack happens, after they sack a player into you, then the counter sack happens because now you have 6 players, they have 5 because you killed their roamer, and you
Okay.
can send your roamer into them.
Okay, okay.
Does that all make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
And does it make sense why on like defense, if you're holding second and they have mid, why you're not starting the sack?
Oh yeah, because then if we lose a player, then they just get second probably.
Yeah,
'Cause we're
exactly.
defending.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you're defending, you always want to be like playing it safe, because if you don't play it safe, if you fuck up, you lose the round. Whereas if you own mid, like at the very least, you'll be holding last.
Okay, okay.
Oh my god. They have a sniper. I like your theory to run away. Okay, they used Uber. I was going to say, I don't know if I like entirely leaving. You were down a demo, but
Our control point is being
maybe you guys could have pressured. I don't know. Okay,
I don't think they were close enough for double scout, but
correct.
alert. The control
I will chalk that one up to you guys were scared of the sniper.
yeah.
Okay, the key thing I am noticing here, you guys have like no soldiers anywhere to be seen. If the-
Ever or just here?
in this whole sequence, since you're Uber and
Okay.
like all the way up here, if they have a sniper, you need soldiers because your soldiers are the only ones that are able to get on the sniper. Like if your
Okay.
scout has to run across the entire map, and he just gets sniped by the time he finally gets his first shot off, like it's just
Yeah.
not gonna work out.
Right.
Oh my god, what is your scout doing? Just cap the point. Okay, he came.
Or
back.
F scout, Sapster? or no.
Whoever the scout is on the point, I think it's your combo scout.
Yeah, it is. I think.
Yeah, I think Sapster got sniped.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't know if their sniper switched off or if you killed him. I wasn't really paying attention.
He died. I do think he died.
Okay, then you know that he died.
I don't think I did. But I don't think I was really thinking about him that much anyway, so.
Okay, well.
Or at least past this point. Which isn't a great idea, but.
Yeah. So, whoops, clicked off of you. Wait, where did you go? This was the point that you guys were struggling with like the sacks and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on? You guys are backing up, but you have player advantage.
I have no idea what happened.
And they just used.
Wait, I genuinely have no idea what happened.
Well, yeah, I mean, we weren't on your cam for a good bit of that, so.
Yeah.
Here, I can go back. I keep accidentally pressing the wrong
Nah, I
key.
think it's fine.
Okay, then we'll just assume that, I don't know, there was some miscommunication. I think they were like pushing onto mid, so you guys tried to rotate back onto mid to fight them, but then they backed up.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, there were like zero visual comms, but I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
alert. The control point is being captured.
Okay, this is a leapfrog situation. Do you know how the leapfrogs work?
No, what does that mean?
So essentially, it means you used
They
your Uber
add-
advantage. You came in. Your Uber
they're gonna
advantage did not get enough to continue the push. And now they have Uber advantage. So, yes, they are going to use back into you. So, you jumped forward and then they're jumping back. And the idea is that, like, you guys are leapfrogging over each other and, like, eventually someone's going to fuck up or the situation's going to even up. So what that means is that because they have Uber advantage, you should be playing passive,
Which I'm not.
which you kind of are, but you're not playing passive enough.
Right.
But it seems they do
Hopefully
not
we
want
get
to.
further use.
Yeah, it seems they don't want to push out.
Yeah.
I get it. Pushing out of last is scary. Now you're passive because of the sack, which is actually the moment you can play like the half passive.
Yeah. Maybe I should play completely opposite of what I think I should be playing. Maybe that'll help.
I think you have the right idea. It's just like fine tuning it.
Right.
Honestly, like I can already tell the positioning in this one is a lot better than in the previous one. All right. So you should be buffing everyone. It seems like you're doing a pretty good job at that. Everyone's healthy. You guys are pressuring doorways. This is good. And then your roamer went in. I think the only criticism I would have with that sequence is that by the time your roamer actually went in, you kind of like were turning and looking for different people. This is the
I
same
didn't get a buff
principle. No, this is the same principle that we've been talking about. Heal the people that are going to take damage. So heal your demo who's actively peeking the doorway.
Right, right.
Like that's a moment you do want to tank someone, you know?
Mhm.
Almost made the jump that time.
Yeah. It's definitely possible, I'm pretty sure. I think I've done that like
Yeah, I think you might need
On my
scout
own.
speed. I don't know. It's been too
No, I
long
think-
since I've played Sunshine. Either way, you should have scout speed there anyway because you're trying to like run away before their
Leave.
roamer comes.
right.
Oh my god, your team is actually going so hard. Just get the gun. Get an Uber Force here. No! No!
I guess I was wrong.
No!
Guess I was wrong.
Okay,
There's that.
do you know why that was wrong?
Because it's evens. What am I doing? And the gun was still there.
Yeah, so when both teams have Uber, you never, as the aggressing team, you never want to be the first one. Actually, in general, you never want to be the first person to use the Uber. And because you guys just got 3 kills, like their medic is so free there to just like spam, get a force, and then he uses his Uber. You guys stay nice and safe because they have literally no one that can come at you, and then
Right.
you take your Uber advantage into them.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Let's see if you notice. Wait. What?
Did I miss it?
No, I don't think you did. I swear to God it was this scrim. I swear to God.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Could be the next round.
Yeah. Well, we'll wait. Otherwise, you can spoil it to me at the end.
I will.
All right. So both medics.
But it's nothing crazy. It's just different.
Yeah. Well, different can be good. Sometimes you catch people off guard.
I think it kind of did, but
Mission ends
if there
in
was bad
30
comms,
seconds.
bad timing.
There just needs to be logic to it. Like if you're able to talk through and explain about why you did it,
I feel like there definitely was.
yeah, then I think it's fine. It doesn't mean like the logic is correct, but
But it's like if I can explain it,
yeah.
then it can't be that bad.
Well, it could be, but like
All right.
it's just more so that it
good.
doesn't matter. If you can explain it, like that's good. I want you to be thinking that way and like trying to come up with new strategies and think about the game. That's how you get better. And then if it doesn't
Well, okay,
work,
it's
you
not
learn why
like
it
it's
didn't
not like
work.
groundbreaking. It's just something I haven't done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the same principle. All right, if this works, what the heck? Why did they back up in the spawn? They had Uber.
Maybe they want to save it for next round.
Yeah, I guess. That was a miracle push right there. Maybe their medic didn't get Uber till like midway through it.
I think he did. He had like 96 when we started.
Yeah, I mean that's close enough. He definitely should have stayed and have like a crazy soldier Uber, solo Uber. All right, heal your scouts.
Captured. Alert. The control point
Do you
is
think
contested.
the rest of my team is doing good enough to where we can win or at least put up a good fight in most mid fights if I stop playing too passive on mid?
Yes, your team. I mean, I'm not saying that's the problem on every mid, but
That's
in
like,
this
a
in this
half
mid
of it.
fight, your team actually like owned them. You guys had a really
Yeah.
good collapse in the corner. They were stuck in the corner, and you had like both soldiers bomb, and like your scouts were in, but you were on the other side of the map. Like
Right.
if you were over there, like maybe your demo lives, maybe your scouts are able to completely get these kills.
Right.
Yeah. I really want to see you try to prioritize healing your scouts
On mids?
on mid fights. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically like soldiers don't really get healed on mid. They
Unless
can
come
get
back.
well, they can get like an arrow, or like a buff before the bomb, but typically like once you guys are going in, they're just low priority people to heal, because if they've already done their bomb and then they like bombed out, they're reloading whatever, they're not actually contributing to the fight, whereas your scouts are able to participate a lot longer,
Okay. Okay.
and your soldiers are also able to go like get health packs easier. But the whole like priority on mid is during the rollout, like you're buffing your pocket soldier. Once you get to mid, like you're healing your demo, give him a full buff. If your roamer is like around you, you can give him a buff, maybe top off your pocket soldier. Then your soldiers bomb, so they're nowhere near you. So the only heal targets you have are your scouts, because your scouts are going to be walking forward and they're going to be furthest in front simply because they're faster than your demo. And like sometimes obviously like your demo might just be getting pelted by their demo, so you have to heal him, but the ideal thing is like you come to mid, buff your demo, top off your soldiers, whatever, and then latch onto your scouts until the fight's over. A scout with 185 is the scariest class in the game.
I can see why.
Yes. I will point it out again. Every time that your soldier here is turning this corner is the exact moment you're clicking off of him.
Yeah. And that kind of bites me in the butt.
Yes. You guys got the force though. You're playing passive. Oh, they're like coming into you. Yeah, I wouldn't be afraid to use there. If only you hadn't dropped that guy.
There's a dude behind. I didn't know that though.
Yeah, I don't know that either. I didn't see him.
I saw him like through the wall.
Yeah. The more important thing is like if the enemy team, if you should know when they used Uber, so you know when their Uber is over. And a lot of teams, if they get forced, this is like what I've seen you do, where you guys chase too far forward and then they Uber back on you. That was one of those situations. You saw they were chasing like way too hard, so just go back into them. It's better than completely backing up and like getting forced anyway. Yeah, that was the guy from behind. That's whatever. That's gonna happen.
So basically, what's going through my mind right now? Hold up, I died. The other medic died. So
Crits?
we go crits.
Let's go.
That was my strategy. I saw the Mr. Slim video, so I'm like, I have to use this.
I mean, yeah, this is good. I
And I'll-
almost never run crits.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like I
teams-
really wanna.
I,
but, like, I
it
don't
can be
want-
good.
yeah.
It can be good. My teams just were never good with it, so we just never ran crits.
You'll see what the issue was here. Like here, I was like super like hyper fixated on. Okay, let's build and go through like dungeon as soon as possible. With my demo.
Why dungeon?
I don't know. That's just the plan. Because like then we catch him kind of off guard. You know what I mean? Because we're from demo. He's fine being on the low ground because he can arch his stickies, and they're probably watching both doors more than dungeon. That was my logic.
Okay, I have some thoughts about that, but I think
Okay,
it's not really important.
Alright.
The key thing is like pushing through low ground. I probably wouldn't do because if a soldier bombs you, you just don't have the Uber to actually save your life.
Right.
But like, I just really just wanted to hear the reasoning for why dungeon.
Right. Okay. So the problem here is he looks at the wrong people, kinda.
Well, he gets 2 kills, so it's not the end of the
Not-
world.
True. True. And the 3 people that died literally just before we did it didn't call that they died. So it was a miscommunication.
Yes. Okay.
So, yeah.
Do I want to go back? There's a minute left. Let me finish out this clip and then I will go back. Remember, like 170,000.
70,000. Oh, yeah, and I have to show. We're doing metalworks, so I have to show my roamer metalworks, and I only have like 25 minutes to do that. Because he has to go in, like between then and the scrim.
Okay. So do you mean you need to stop soon?
No, not well. We can play it out. We can talk maybe a little bit after, but I'm trying to show him the map.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we should be pretty quick.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, this is just like garbage time. I don't think anything else is happening. So let me go back to 170,000.
Also, I don't think. I don't know if this is you that pointed it out, but on mids, apparently someone pointed out that I'm always like looking. I'm like a chameleon eye. I'm like flicking to a bunch of other places, looking like I'm having freaking anxiety attack. I'm not supposed to be doing that. I don't know who told me that. Is that you, or am I not supposed to do that?
I don't think that's something I would say. But I
Right.
have kind of noticed that.
Is that bad?
Basically,
or-
what you want to be doing is looking at the enemy team.
Okay.
It seems like you are tunnel visioning and trying to figure out who on your team to be healing, whereas you should be clicking on the guy on your team to heal him and then resetting towards the other team. Because like you don't have to
gotcha.
stare at the guy you're healing. But let me talk real quick about what I noticed was happening for this crits. So let me first ask, what is your goal when you're using crits?
To kill them before they have Uber, because if we Uber and then they still have, like either way, I don't want to end up defending with crits. That's like a horrible idea.
Correct. And how do you do that?
Like what?
How do you kill them before they get Uber?
Because crits builds faster. and Just use
Yes.
it before them. Like that's the
Yes.
whole point of crits.
Yes, exactly.
It builds in 32 seconds
So-
instead of 40.
Yes, so the first thing I notice here, you guys are not prioritizing building. Right now you're building, but in a second here, you're going to like walk towards dungeon and
Yeah.
not be building. Yeah.
Okay.
So like you're only at 70%.
Yeah.
You got to be building. If you're going to be taking crits, prioritizing building is the most important part. Yeah, like I don't even know where your scout went. Like look at all this time here that you're just not healing anyone. The second thing, your soldier dies before crits.
Yeah.
That's a feed by
Yeah.
that guy. Another guy died. That's a feed.
And then our P Scout dies shortly after we use.
Yeah.
So it was bad circumstances. Probably not the best place to push. But
I think actually maybe dungeon is actually a really good play in this scenario. And I actually think your demo killing these guys in the top left I think that's a great idea actually.
okay.
He kills them
Demo plays.
instantly.
Because they were cut off track.
Yeah. Your flank scout, he feeds you. He needs to not go through this doorway. He needs to link up with you.
Okay.
Because when you guys crits, like the whole idea to counter crits is that you send both your soldiers, try to collapse on the demo, collapse on the med. So you need a scout close to you.
Okay.
I think from here, I think you probably should know that the push is not gonna work.
Yeah, it's on me.
Yeah, I think that's just like a post Uber positioning thing, which I don't know. I mess up with that all the time. Now you got to be running though. But the bigger thing is if you crits in and you don't kill their medic, you know that they have an Uber advantage that you can do nothing about. So that's
Right.
like the bigger thing. You see your demo got those kills top left. He didn't immediately go for their medic, which means they could Uber at any point.
Right. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah. That's pretty
Yeah.
much it.
Yeah, I mean that's whatever. The bigger problems were all of your teammates feeding. And then like the minor problem was probably just the door you chose. Like I would have preferred if you guys went like top right and you had a clear line of sight to their medic. But anyway. Okay. So I mentioned it before, but the main theme was trying to think about what the other team is trying to do.
And healing the people who are going forward.
Yes, exactly. Which comes from understanding that the other team is trying to kill whoever is closest to them, which is like the same thing that you're doing.
Okay.
Other than that, I really didn't notice anything too big. Did you have any questions?
No, not really. I'm gonna work on the healing. I'll tell my soldier that he can stand a little further. And I'll try to position my crosshair at the enemy team.
Yeah, if you like watch invite medic POVs, like soldiers and stuff like are always flying around, but try to look
Right.
at how their team is positioned in between them and the other team. I was gonna load up a map, but you don't have enough time. But
Yeah.
basically, instead of like looking to the side to heal someone and like your team being very spread out in a wide pattern, like they're all kind of clumped in a way that they're not taking the same damage, and yet they can all be in front of the medic, and then the medic's able to see them and then look past them, and then the other team's there. Whereas for you, if you wanted to look at your teammates, it's looking away from the other team. I don't know if any of that made sense.
I kind of get it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch some invite medic stuff.
Yeah, I definitely think that is very helpful. Because like also like soldiers and stuff, they're going crazy. So just trying to see where the medics are looking during all the fights and seeing like you were saying you were having the problem of like the visual information not being passed on. There's a lot of that you can be getting just by looking at the other team. like even as a medic. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay, then I think that's all I had for you. Did you have any last things?
No, don't think so. But are you going on another trip, or are you free like I don't know, tomorrow or Saturday?
I will be going on another trip.
Okay.
I'll be gone through next weekend. So,
From now to next weekend, or just the weekend?
basically from now to next weekend.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
actually leave till Friday, but I got some plans.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then after that, I shouldn't be traveling as much. This is just a very busy,
Okay.
busy time for me.
All right, no, that's fine. That's fine.
But yeah, if you have any questions, you can always message me. And then hopefully after a couple weeks, you will be able to make some good improvements.
Sounds good.
All right, you have a great rest of your night. Enjoy your scrims and good luck.
Thank you, bro. See you. See you.
See ya.